Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss second chapter from trade to power. In the first topics we already discussed. Our topic is the competition for the monopoly of trade. In the first part we discussed the European powers like Portuguese, Dutch, English and French. They established trade centers in India. So here first, I am going to read the textbook page. Please listen carefully. The European countries competed for monopolizing trade with India. The Portuguese and the Dutch were defeated at the very beginning of these competitions. The French and the English became locked in intense rivalry, and the conflict between these forces lasted long. The series of conflicts between the French and the English in South India was known as Carnatic Wars. Ultimately, the French were defeated. In the first part, you learned about the European powers like Portuguese and Dutch. At the beginning, the Portuguese and the Dutch lost their ground in India because they have no economic and military power. Then the English and the French competed for monopolizing trade with India. So the series of conflicts between the French and the English in South India was known as Carnatic Wars. This Carnatic War mainly happened in Carnatic region. This region includes the present Tamil Nadu. So this war is known as Carnatic Wars. In this series of conflicts, the French were defeated. The English won the power or gained the power in India. The French lost their ground in India. Our next topic, the company gains power. After gaining the monopoly of trade, the English East India Company focused on the acquisition of power in India. So the company rule in India had inception in Bengal. Inception means start in Bengal. The two factors that motivated the English East India Company to gain power in Bengal, they were agricultural prosperity. Second one, the convenient trade facilities of Bengal. These are the two factors prompted the company to capture power in Bengal. The Battle of Plassey in 1757. The British defeated Siraj-ud-Dowlah, the Nawab of Bengal, in the Battle of Plassey in 1757. Because the British could succeed the Battle of Plassey through the secret alliance in which Robert Clive, the commander-in-chief of British Army, forged with Mir Jafar, the commander-in-chief of Siraj-ud-Dowlah. So the British defeated Siraj-ud-Dowlah. The Battle of Buxar in 1764. The British defeated combined force of Shah Alam, the Mughal Emperor, Shuja-ud-Dowlah, the Nawab of Oudh, Mir Qasim, the former Nawab of Bengal. After the Battle of Buxar, the entire Bengal came under the company rule. Then dear students, please look at the map. This map denotes the British India after Battle of Buxar. Our next topic, the reign expands. The British reign expands in India. Mysore was another region that was brought by the British rule. Mysore was a powerful kingdom in South India under the control of Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan. Their domination extended even to the areas like Malabar. This made the British conquer Mysore. The Treaty of Srirangapatnam. The British had to fight 4 wars before establishing their rule in Mysore or suzerainty in Mysore. The British annexed Malabar as per the Srirangapattanam Treaty signed between Tipu and the British after the Third Anglo-Mysore War. The Fourth Anglo-Mysore War. Tipu fought with the British and died fighting in Fourth Anglo-Mysore War. With the success of the British in Mysore wars, Malabar and Coorg came under the British reign. The next aim of the British East India Company to conquer the Marathas, who were threat to the cotton trade of the British. So, the British defeated the Marathas in Maratha War and conquered the princely states of Sindh, Punjab and Oudh. The next aim was to conquer the princely states through treaties and legislations. They introduced subsidiary alliance system. This system introduced by Lord Wellesley. In this system were assured protection by the company against invasions and internal revolts. However, the actual administrative power of the states were with the representatives of the company. The princely states like Hyderabad, Tanjavur and Indore entered into the subsidiary alliance system. These states came under the control of British. Next policy, Doctrine of Lapse. This policy introduced by Lord Dalhousie. As per the policy, when the ruler of a princely state died without male heir, the British could annex the state with the British India. The British annexed Sambalpur, Satara, Udaipur, Jhansi and Nagapur through the Doctrine of Lapse. And please look at the map. Almost all of India came under the British rule by 1857 and a unified administration was implemented in British India. Thank you. Have a nice day.